Hey folks, it's Chad here with Airstream in Greensboro.
And I'm Laura.
Just Laura? Okay, that's my wife, Laura. What do you think?
I love it. We always talked about how much we love the terracotta, and it looks amazing.
It does look amazing. Does it look 1970s?
A little bit, yeah.
We are here in front of the all-new 2024 Airstream Tradewinds, and we are going to jump into a first look and walk around of the Tradewinds now. All right, I know you guys are going to want to see the inside, and I get that, but bear with me. I'm going to do a quick walk of the outside, and I know that all Airstreams pretty much look the same, but this is the Tradewind. Now, when we get inside, you're going to get a first kind of impression from a female standpoint, since it is the inside, and I know a lot of you ladies care more about the inside than you do the outside, and us guys tend to care about the outside. So on the outside of the Tradewind, you're going to find standard the stainless steel rock guard, the solar guards that we're used to seeing. The center one here will open up, and then that will allow you to open that inner window there. And I'll just show that real quick. No, I can't reach that, I'm too short. So you can open this up, and then the inside window will open as well. And these outer guards, you can open these outer guards up by turning a couple screws to be able to clean that out. Inside of here, you're gonna find two 30-pound propane tanks. And then where we would normally see our batteries, because this is the Tradewinds, it's an empty box. So it's basically a storage compartment. The fun fact about this storage compartment is it is exactly the same box that Airstream puts on all of the other travel trailers they currently build. So it's got all the holes that you would normally have. So this is definitely going to be wet storage. And then behind here, you're going to see one of your three outside storage areas, since this is the twin bed model. Now, I think the twin bed is going to be the more popular one because it is the 25 foot. One of the big benefits to the 25 foot is the extra outside storage. Now, up in the front, you're going to have solar charge, so you can add additional solar charge there. You've also are going to have a spare tire underneath. And then on this side, you're going to have a propane quick disconnect that we see on pretty much every other camper that Airstream makes. Now we're going to go around the front. Of course, you're going to have the standard power ton jack coming around the front. One of the things I want to point out is this strip here on a non-Tradewinds model. This is normally going to be chrome, kind of a chrome accent, but with the Tradewinds, it's this kind of muted gray. I really like it. I'm hoping that it will hold up over time with just sun hitting it, that won't fade or anything. But even if it faded light gray, it would still look fine. And the same thing down here on this connection point for the sidewall to the floor, they're also using that same accent instead of the chrome. We'll find the second of our three, along with our 30 amp smart plug. And it does come with the smart plug, has the cap on it. Very easy to use. Unplug, plug in. All right, and then we'll have manual stabilizers there, as well as your manual awning. So think of the Tradewinds as the flying cloud, but kind of elevated. You're getting the boondocking off-road package. You're getting the batteries, the solar. You're also getting the Suburban tankless hot water heater that has the recirculation pump in it. We'll talk about that more in the next video. So let me mention this first video, we're going to do more of a quick walk. The next video that I post, so make sure you're subscribed, I'm going to go into more detail about the Tradewinds and show you a lot more. And then the third video that I'm going to post is going to be all about the electrical system, the battery system, and we'll jump into it. So we're going to have a 3-inch lift kit standard from Airstream with these really cool looking Goodyear off-road tires. We have like an all-terrain style tire, but it's also a larger wheel. So that's a 16-inch wheel versus the 15-inch wheel that we would get on the Flying Cloud. Now there's still Dexter axles. They're using that Dexter 3-inch lift kit that we can actually install at the dealership level. So if you have a Flying Cloud now that you want to add the lift kit, we can do that. Now this is going to sit a little bit taller because you have a 16-inch wheel instead of a 15-inch wheel, and you have the 3-inch lift kit This is really sitting like 4 inches off the ground versus, or 4 inches higher off the ground versus our traditional 3-inch lift kit. Now coming to the back of the trade winds, you're gonna have the optional hatch. You can get the trade winds without the hatch. So far, it seems like every single one that we've ordered and every single one we've received from Airstream has had the hatch on it. It's almost like a special edition type of thing. We also have the standard backup camera right there, and I'll open the hatch for you. It truly does feel like a vault door when you open this up. We do have a screen that comes down, so you're able to have, you know, the outside come in, but not have the bugs come in. And that is higher up there. We've got the wet storage that we're used to having down here. You also, because it's the hatch, you're getting this cover. If you don't have the hatch, you won't get the Airstream cover. I feel like they should just do this anyway because it looks really nice. Coming around to the back of the trade winds, we'll have our propane furnace there. We're gonna have that 30 amp smart plug where you're gonna plug in. Under that is gonna be your AV input, so coaxial cable for campground or satellite, and then your Cat 6 input, which is gonna give you the ability to connect things like Starlink into the coach. I'll show you where that is on the inside once we jump to the inside. And then moving to, or continuing, we now have power on the campsite side, which is new. We don't get this on the Flying Cloud, and I haven't really seen it that I know of on any other floor plan or model that Airstream's currently making. And since this is a whole house inverted RV, this will work off the batteries because it's connected to the inverter just like all the other plugs are. We have city fill. Our city connection, our black tank flushers right there. That's going to have that pressure regulator built in. And then behind door number 1, I brought keys this time. We've got our gravity fill for our fresh water tank. There is a breather port right there, which will spill out once you get it full. And then behind door number 2 is going to be our outside shower. Right there, standard outside shower. It's in my opinion, the optimal location because just under that is going to be your tank dumps there. So we're going to have our black tank and gray tank, and then the showers right there so you can wash things off and wash your hands off. There's also a nice little light here for at night when you're hooking up or dumping or hooking up, any of those kinds of things. And we also have our sewer hose storage right here as well. And then our third outside compartment, it's going to be right there, and they're good sized compartments for an Airstream. This isn't, you know, it's not going to be that huge pass through that we're used to seeing or that you see on some of the other brands out there. We call them SOBs, some other brand. And then this one also has the optional window awning package. So with it being basically a Flying Cloud, a lot of the options are the same options that you would get on the Flying Cloud. So let's move all the way back around. We're going to go into the door because there are some things to talk about on the door of the trade winds. So opening the door, you know, I talk about the door a lot, pretty much every video. So same door, new handle. And this is going to be a big deal for the Airstream community because this door will not lock you out by accident. So if we come around to the inside, we're going to see a different locking mechanism for this particular handle. So we can lock there. That would be the deadbolt, right? Let's see, which one's which. So that's the handle there, and that's the deadbolt. But these are not gonna, you know, slowly lock you out the way that the old handle locks you out. Now, with it being the Airstream door, it takes them on average 8 hours to build this door. You're gonna see actual hand welds on the screen. So there's a total of 6 of these on each side. Now, when they make this frame, when they make this door, they make it to fit into the actual entrance door. So they're a pair, right? And the other thing I like to point out with Airstream is these welds here inside the door. This to me points to just the quality and consistency of an Airstream. That's an area to me that you would see difference in between like Airstream to Airstream. If you watch my videos, all of those welds look pretty much the same. So now I'm going to get behind the camera and we're going to let Laura give you a little walkthrough of the inside. You ready? She says yes. All right. It's all you, babe.
All right, come on in. So as Chad said, it is the Flying Cloud, so it's going to look just like, well, very similar to a lot of the Flying Clouds. You see the 25-foot Flying Clouds. This is the terracotta interior. It's supposed to be reminiscent of clay, a lot of what you would see out west.
Like trees?
I like the dirt and the sand, and sure, trees if trees are
Trees are red.
that color. So you see the locker. Something that is different with this is I don't know if you could see Chad reaching under with the hinge. So these will, in theory, not pop open while you're driving because there is that hinge underneath that you have to unhinge to open. You've got your nice sink cover, again, just like the Flying Cloud. A lot of the same storage. Something I like about this that's different than our Flying Cloud, first off, you have a normal size trash can. We have a tiny one that we fill up in a second. But there's also this cabinet here that is just a continuation of that cabinet around front of the sink. Ours, I find if there's stuff at the very back of the sink cabinet, it's hard to get to. This, you could load it from both sides. This one does have the convection microwave. I believe that is an option that you can get over the oven. Something I really like about the design is this two-tone cabinets. Sometimes it can look a little monotonous when everything is one color, but you've got this nice gray and this nice wood grain. I also really love if Chad, you can pan down to the floors. I don't know what you would call that design. I kind of immediately thought...
Like concrete.
Well, to me, I kind of thought it looks like the floor of a cave.
Okay.
And I just think with what they're going for, with it being a boondocking, with it being, going out for weeks at a time in the middle of nowhere, everything about the design to me feels like that's what you'd be doing. You've got closet in the middle with a nice light. Oh, and that's nice. You've got a mirror there.
I was wondering if you had seen that yet.
Ours, the only mirror we have is the one in the bathroom in our Flying Cloud. So that is a nice, really nice addition. And it's a full-length mirror for ladies if you're camping and want to see how you look. It's really nice to have that feature.
Let me go that way.
Well, you're going to have to go back to the other side to open the bathroom.
Yeah, it happens.
You've got shower, which I can't see from my vantage point, but I imagine it looks like an Airstream shower.
It's the same Flying Cloud shower. But if you watch the next video, you'll get to see me staying in that shower.
Aren't you guys lucky? Bathroom, we'll open the door all the way. Looks like a Flying Cloud bathroom, and like many of the other, you've got a ton of storage. Is there a latch or is that just...
It's just...
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Ton of storage underneath.
There's a difference down there. There's a lot of them have that other...
Now it's open. Ours has a door there.
How to get that in? There we go. Okay.
And then storage above as well.
And the new Suburban hot water heater controls right there.
Something that is very exciting is this is a twin. For a long time, you could only see the queens. This is the first trade wind either of us is seeing in person. And I know for a long time they were only ordering the twins, not yet making them. So for this to be a twin is exciting. We love our twin bed Flying Cloud. A lot more storage options. So that's a cool to see our first trade wind and have it be the one with the twins.
Yeah, the twin, yeah. We love the twin bed, as you can tell.
I'm going to pull out this curtain if I can
I haven't even seen
get it
that
out.
yet.
I love this curtain. I love the colors. I'm not going to get it all unhooked. But it's a really nice...
Open it up so we can see it.
I was trying to figure out where to open it up.
There
it is. To me, it looks so much nicer than the, whatever we have, the plastic thing we have.
Yeah, the accordion doors.
Yeah, the accordion doors.
I do like that.
It's just a really nice
I go
look.
in between on the accordion door or the cloth.
I love how the grays and the browns, they're bringing those in everywhere. I really like that coloration. Anything else we need to discuss?
You come up this way.
Okay.
So I can show them the twin bed, actual bedroom.
Okay.
This is like our first walkthrough with both of us in here. So we're figuring this out a little bit. There's a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to open these boxes up in the next video to try to see what's in here. One thing I did notice right off the bat when we came in, the twin bed Trade Winds does not have this locker right here. Ours has that locker, and I think all the Flying Cloud 25s have the locker there. You still have these 2 lockers. You've got a pull out right there in the nightstand, and then you still have the hanging wardrobe right there with the twin bed, but we're missing the locker.
Do you have the same underbed storage?
We
or
should.
Do you lose some of that with?
No, we have that here, but what we're going to lose, there's that, is there's a container. We don't have the under sofa storage, because under the sofa right here is the control board and inverter for the multiplex system for the whole battery system. So another thing I'll show real quick, I'm going to go into more like in depth on this, but there's the Victron energy controller. We actually have the AC. We had it on earlier, but it's come down in temperature. We're currently pulling, as you can see right there, we're pulling 25 watts out of the battery. We're producing 150 or so watts from the solar there, and then does show you what the inverter is doing. So a really cool system that you can see all of this here. And if you were to install this yourself, it would be quite the cost and upgrade. So let's see if we can flip this around.
Something else before we move on. We mentioned this is the terracotta interior with the red clay look. I believe the other option is called fieldstone.
It is.
It is more of a gray look, so it's just much more gray throughout the unit. This one gives you that bold red.
And that's probably why, so far, I think all of our Tradewinds orders are terracotta. We do not have we don't have one fieldstone order coming right now. So if you're interested in the fieldstone versus the terracotta, yeah, let me know, because I'd love to order one so that we can have one to make a video of and show you. So coming next is going to be a full walk around. It's that walk around that you're used to seeing from me. That's going to be super in depth. And then the next video, I'm going to go into detail about the Victron energy system that's on this coach. So your 600 watts of solar, you have 810 amp hours of battery power, and then the 3,000 watt inverter. That's the Victron inverter connected to that screen that I just showed you. So make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell icon thing so you get notifications for when I post that. Let us know if you like Laura doing the inside walk. If you don't, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, please.
And if you do, let us know. I'm just kidding. Other than that, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're living riveted, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.